Alright, FishAholics, welcome back to another episode. This is day 3 in the Florida Keys, and I just pulled the Mako off the trailer. I'm fishing with Aaron, aka A-Ben's Fishing. And yesterday we fished the 7 Mile Bridge, and then the day before we fished just around some keys, a little bit further out from Marathon, a little further south I should say, and we got a good tarpon bite for day 1. Yesterday we got on a really good yellowjack bite and also caught some small juvenile black gag grouper. I lost the permit on a small crab. We caught 2 crabs in the cast nets, and somehow we lost one of those crabs, which turned out to be like a $4 crab because I just spent like over $50 to get 12 more crabs today. But with the 1 crab that I did send out for bait, I got hit by a permit in like 5 minutes. So I'm hoping to get some more permit on the board for the day, and maybe we'll get on some more yellowjacks or some more grouper, and we're gonna actually fish the 7 Mile Bridge again today. So I'm excited. I think it could be a good day, so let's get after it. Stay tuned and let's go find some fish. Right now we're gonna try and tie off to this structure. Got it. Reverse. Not too quick though, not too quick. All right guys, let's start out with this swim bait here that worked very well yesterday. But as soon as this outgoing tide goes slack and starts to come in, I'm gonna put out a crab for a little permit redemption. And I got a lot of yellowjack yesterday. I would say probably, I guess, the biggest yellowjack between the two of us. But Aaron definitely smoked me with the grouper. How many grouper did you get yesterday? 5, 6? Yeah, like I didn't get 1 grouper yesterday. And towards the end of the day yesterday, he got a really nice one right after I got one of the biggest yellowjacks. And it was just like such a perfect way to end the day. Both doubling up and catching 2 beautiful fish. Yeah, it's probably slowing up because of this hard wind. The outgoing tide doesn't really have a whole lot of power right now. It might be just a one tide day today. The last couple days we started much earlier. Day 1 we started around sunrise. Yesterday we started around like 8 a.m. I guess. And today we didn't get to this first spot now until like 11. So a much later start time. I also think that like once the tide starts coming in, the permit probably come in with the tide too. And if I can get my crab way out there, like 50, 100 yards behind the boat, if I get a permit, maybe it won't find the structure like the one did yesterday and break me off.
We can crank up while we have the rope.
Well, you just have to untie that and you can pull it through. So if it's like a really big fish.
Up and we can kind of cut it off and scare it.
Yeah. That probably would work. Oh, just had a bite. Oh, another bite. Small. Oh, there he is.
Napa?
I think a little yellowjack. Yep. Oh, there he goes. First yellowjack of the day.
Which is on that yellowjack.
And these fish just rip hard.
They go hard. They go harder than jack for balls equal size. And jack fight harder than pretty much anything.
Yeah. And they're beautiful. Like, look at that gorgeous fish. Right?
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, God, he's going crazy.
I didn't have a hit. I got a deadline.
Oh, no way.
Cleaning the ocean one deadline at a time, guys. Check that out.
All right, we got 1 on the board. Not getting skunked today. I'm happy already. They're okay. I've eaten one, and it wasn't nearly as good as, say, pompano.
Pompanor's permit.
Yeah, but they, you know, it's, I mean, if you could keep a small permit, it would probably taste just as good.
Yeah.
But usually they're of larger size to keep. And we only kept it because it wouldn't swim down. Like, we caught it on really light tackle, and it just croaked.
Fought its life out.
Yeah.
Literally.
They give you everything.
What's the most heartbreaking fish you've ever not been able to release?
Not been able to release?
Like, did not. You knew in your heart, even if it looked okay, you're like, that.
Well,
To everybody.
recently, my friend Raphael, he hooked a sailfish, and the sailfish literally jumped in the boat.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And we released it, and it went down, but like I didn't see a great tail kick, even though we pulled it like probably for like 5-10 minutes trying to revive it.
Yeah.
And it was not like looking good. Like, even part of like the bottom part of its tail broke off, and like when it first jumped in the boat, like the first thing I could do was run over, and I just chucked it over as quick as possible, and it was still swimming then, but then he still fought it for like another like 5-10 minutes, and then by that point I think the thing was just spent, you know. So it's stuff like that just is crazy, and you know, that was kind of unavoidable. I mean, the fish just literally jumped at us twice and went right in the boat. Could have speared one of us, which happened in Stewart like 2 years ago. Someone got speared by like a sailfish, or like an old woman or something, I think.
Yeah, it's killed people before, bro. Redfish we killed.
So since the bite is kind of slow, I'm gonna take time to maybe put on a longer 60-pound fluorocarbon leader. So with my 60-pound fluoro leader here, I'm gonna tie an Albright knot to my 30-pound braid. So I just pinch the leader just like that, take the tag end of the braid, go through the loop. I'll pull through probably like about 10 inches, pinch the leader, and then I'm just gonna start wrapping it. I'll probably do 25 wraps all the way back towards the end of the loop there. And then once you get back down towards the loop, I like to take the tag end and go through, and then pull it back around and go through a second time. And you want all those wraps to be one on top of the other before you cinch it down. I like to wet it a little bit too, so that it all slides down and sits nice and snug. I give the tag end a real hard pull, and then I grab both the tag end and the main line, and I pull it really hard, creating a nice, strong and secure knot like that. And for our next drop, let's try something a little more finesse, like this little split tail minnow with a 3/8 ounce jig head that I actually made with my little lead pot and mold. And I'm just gonna tie this on with an improved clinch knot. I'll probably do 3 to 4 wraps, wet it, and pull it tight, just like that. Might have followers, so I'm gonna throw mine out there.
They always go so hard to go, guys. Trying to keep your head up. This one's worth weighing, bro.
Yeah, it's a good size one.
And then it's like,
There's one.
7 pounds.
I'm on.
7-pound yellowjack, guys.
Oh my God, look at all of them. Just followed this one up.
Yellowjack. Wow.
There must have been like 20 following this one up.
That's a big yellowjack, guys.
Woo! Look at that. Oh, he popped off right there. The split tail got tore up from that one yellowjack. So I'm gonna go back to the swim bait.
Freaking fish, dude.
Big fish? Big fish?
Really big fish.
Watch the wall right back here.
Really big fish.
I'll get the net.
No! He was up!
Did he break you off?
No, he just popped.
Ah.
Oh my god, that was the heaviest fish of the trip. That was like a 20-pound grouper.
Yeah, that had to be. Definitely didn't fight like a jack.
Big fish?
That feels decent. That's a grouper for sure. Or it's something I snagged. Oh, no. False alarm. I think it's a little yellow jack.
Yellow jack?
Yeah, it felt like a grouper though. Sweet. Whew. That one I was just like popping it on the bottom literally and he hit it. There's another one. I'm good, no frothing. This is a fish tank yellow jack there. There he is, jack. All right, I'm gonna try switching things up briefly. All right.
I'm gonna downsize to like a 3/4 ounce jig or a 1/4 ounce jig. And get a little small root beer color DOA.
I gotcha. I'm actually gonna try and catch one of those little thorn bellies now, and then I think maybe drop it down on the big rod as a grouper bait. All right, let's try this little micro voodoo shrimp. Oh, another bite. Oh, I got a small bait. Oh no, we can't use that though.
Snapper?
Yeah, a little yellowtail snapper. I'm sure it would work really well. Another little something something. Oh, look at that. And now we got a schoolmaster snapper. I love to eat these guys. This one might be a keeper, so I think I might measure them and throw them in the box. All right, let's see if this guy is 10 inches. Oh yeah, just about 10 and a half. Now check this out, guys. Just a little split shot like that. And I actually have a 40-pound section of the fluoro leader that's tied with an Albright knot to my braid. And then I uni knotted on a little 15-pound section and then tied direct to the little voodoo shrimp. And that's what's killing the little fish right now. They are loving it as I'm just casting up current, letting it sink and just drift naturally. There he is. Oh, another different species.
You could drop that down.
Yeah, this might be good bait. This is a grunt, a very beautiful grunt. Let's see what happens. So I'm using a 100-pound leader. I got 80-pound braid. Let's see if we can get a bite. That's locked tight. I might sit down here and put my feet up like that. So if we get a big fish, I can really try and horse him out of that structure. See, Aaron just hooked up on a nice one. Oh no, that might be something else or bigger. I don't know if you're gonna stop him. Oh, he's got his head in that current, dude. Oh. Oh, he might be. He's hooked in the belly, so he's fought bigger.
Oh my god.
All right, the grunt is not getting a whole lot of love, so I'm gonna just put it in the rod holder there. I'm gonna try and get a better bait.
That eel thing works similar to how that Twitcher shot was working. That thing was just dumb.
Oh, this might be a bait. Ah, no, yellowtail. Oh, quick release.
Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum.
There he is. What could this be? Oh, a nice snapper that I snagged. That might be another keeper.
All these boats keep checking us.
Let's see if he keeps. Oh yeah, just a shy of 11 inches again. All right, this might be a bait here. No. What?
Every time, this might be big.
Ow.
I'm surprised you haven't given up, bro. How many snapper will you sit through to get a horn going?
I don't know.
Fun now.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm catching dinner. I got 2 nice snapper in the box. All right, I'm gonna try plopping the grunt right there. I put the light tackle down for a minute. It might be risky throwing it there. Any big fish is gonna have the upper hand. Or the upper fin, should I say. All right, I think it's time to have a little bite of my snapper sandwich. I also put avocado on this, so check that out. That looks delicious. Even though the fish is cold, that is so good. And I was talking with Aaron, he said if I cooked some up on the skillet out here, he would also have some, so I might fillet up one of those snappers quick and do a little catch and cook. Last bite right there. So good. I'm gonna try and get a couple more snapper for the box, and then one of them will start cooking up. Whoa, got something good on the little voodoo shrimp. Only 15-pound test, so I gotta play him light. It feels a little different than a yellow jack. Could it be a grouper? No way! Look at that! A juvenile Goliath on the little tiny voodoo shrimp. That is crazy. How did this little Goliath not get me in the bottom and break me off with 15-pound test, right?
Guys, it's a nice Goliath. Like
15-pound fluoro. Show them how light the leader is.
Guys, 15-pound test
I got
on
it.
like a tiny little shrimp. Like tiny, like, and we've been throwing big stuff to get Goliath, and he catches it on like, what is that, a 2-inch shrimp?
Yeah, look at it right here. Look how small that shrimp is. Well, we got our grouper there. I was hoping to get one like this or a little bit bigger on the swim bait that I was throwing. You know, it's funny how we got it on such a small little shrimp, but that's fishing for you. Sometimes you never know. I would have cranked that thing up in about a hot second with the big rod. Oh, another mangrove. That one might have been 10 inches, but I'll let him live. There's another one. Oh, another schoolmaster. Yes. These ones are just so pretty looking and are one of my favorite snappers to eat. I think I even like these a little more than mangrove snapper. Let's see how big he is. If he's 10 inches, we're gonna fry this one up. Oh yeah, 10 inches on the dot. All right, we're cutting up this little Schoolmaster snapper. This will be extremely tasty. Cooked up really quick on the skillet.
The yellowjack onions off the ball off.
All right, look at those. Nice, fresh and clean snapper fillets. And now I'm gonna season them with this Long Island IGA Brazilian marinade, basically what I used on lunch last night after we got home, and then I cooked it up in the frying pan, and this stuff is delicious. I got this at the IGA out in Montauk, where my old home used to be, and I love it. So we're gonna put a little olive oil coating on these fish, then the seasoning, and then in the skillet.
While he does that, I'm gonna go catch more fish.
I'll serve you. I'll bring the food to you.
All right.
It doesn't get fresher than this.
It does not. All right, let's see. Oh, my back.
All right, that should be about done. Oh my gosh, that was not smooth. I just wasted a little tidbit. All right, here you go, bro. Let me know how it tastes.
Okay.
All right, there's this little snappa snack. I really should have cooked 2 up because this is not much.
It's okay. I think I got a nice bone chunk.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's little. It should be fine.
It was good.
You didn't finish.
That's the bone chunk.
Oh, that's the bone chunk? Oh.
Yeah, it was really good. That seasoning is legit. I'm gonna buy it. Can you buy it at Publix?
No, only up north.
Really?
That's right. That's the only place I found it.
Really good. Really good.
Check that out. I definitely should have filleted up another snapper, but it's a perfect little snack. Mmm. Oh gosh. Good fish there. Oh. It's not a grouper, it's I think just a jack. It's a decent one. Wow, there's a ton of them right underneath them here. Yeah. This one tried to get me on the structure. I thought he was going to be a grouper for a sec. There's so many right here behind the boat. If you try jigging it, like vertical jigging it. Oh. Yeah, it's not bad. See ya. All right, nothing on the grunt. I also tried 2 separate grunts. This one is a little bit smaller than the first one I threw out. So I reeled up the larger one, threw them over, and then threw the small one out, and still no bites. So eventually the tide turned around and started to come in. So I grabbed a crab, hooked him up, and sent him out for a permit. It is so nice right now, like no sun, no wind. Yeah. Oh, he just took off. Guys, I can't believe it. I wasn't recording, but there was a permit that just cruised up right below the surface behind the boat. Insane.
Bro, can you just throw a second crab out?
Oh, man, that was the one. Dang it.
Solid.
Just as I turned the camera on, he took off. He saw the boat and went. So they're here. I just got to present the crab right. FishAholic, sadly, that is going to be a wrap. We could not get the permit. Aaron said that he saw a permit off the bow here as well. That was probably bigger than the one that came up behind the
in here?
The stern? Yeah, if you just throw in live well, it'd be cool. Thanks, bro. But still a fun day. We caught a lot of fish, and I got a great variety of different fish. Had the catch and cook, so we got to eat a little bit of it, and now I'm gonna fillet up the other 3 snapper that I have. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you check out Aaron's channel. He's gonna have a bunch of cool videos going up from this trip. And hit that like and subscribe button down below to stay tuned for more episodes, and if you just really enjoyed this video. And tomorrow we both might head back home to the Stewart area, but I do have the kayak, and I do still have a bunch of crabs left, sadly. And I thought the incoming current was going to start a lot earlier than it did, but it took forever to finally start to move in, and I think that's why we just didn't have enough time to put a crab in front of a permit to eat it. So hopefully I'll be able to put those crabs to good use still. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. And like always, live to fish, fish to live. So since I did have a few baits left over the next day, I did spend some time fishing some bridges with hopes of catching at least 1 permit or at least getting a bite, but it never happened again. So I ended up just taking whatever baits were left over and bringing them to this dock and having some fun feeding the tarpon.